Good morning, everyone. The depreciation is what I wanted to have a chat with you this morning about. Something that's really interesting with it is if you put it in a different way, people actually understand it better. And let me put it this way. If I could get you an extra $150, $250 a week on top of your rent, would you chase it? Would you like it? And that's the situation, and that's exactly what depreciation actually can turn out to be on an investment property that you currently own. So guys and girls, if you're owning a property and you're not claiming new depreciation on the property, or sorry, I shouldn't say new, building depreciation on the property, you are missing out on money. BMT tax depreciation is who we recommend, and BMT tax depreciation have a guarantee. I'm not sure if it's still running, but I know it was running for years, where if you cannot get the depreciation schedule paid for within the first 12 months, they'll refund you the cost of the depreciation schedule. Morning, Todd. Check up on this with yourself, with your properties as well, Todd, that when you buy a, allow me to explain exactly what it is. So with an investment property, every single thing in that property is depreciable in terms of the bricks and mortar. So you've got to be really, really careful that you actually make sure that your accountant is claiming that for you on an annual basis. Now, for an accountant to claim those, depreciating those items, everything depreciates. Cars, all material products depreciate. So cars, mobile phones, electrical items and all that. And if it's an investment, the actual government allows you to claim that loss or claim that depreciation. But you and your accountant have to remember to flag that on an annual basis in your claim. So to make it official, there's depreciation companies for property, and BMT is one that we recommend. We don't get any financial gain from recommending these guys. Now, BMT Financial, what they will actually do is you'll pay about $500 or $600. It's a one-off payment for your property. It lives with your property, so you'll always hold it, and you can even pass it on if you sell it. And then what it actually does is it gives you a schedule of how much you can claim at a maximum and a minimum in year 1 all the way down to year 40. So pretty much of your unit you can claim new building depreciation. Andrew, good morning. Jeff, good morning. So I'll give you another example. I just sold a property for $940,000. The owner that bought that property for the purchaser who bought that property for $940,000 loved, and this is one of the sole reasons that they bought this property, the depreciation schedule on it was $28,000 in year 1, about $26,000 in year 2, and about $25,000 in year 3. Now, what that actually means is that owner, after the owner claims their income, their interest and their losses for that rental property, she can actually claim an extra $28,000 loss in year 1. If she's lost $28,000 and she's paying in tax 45 cents in a dollar, she will get back 45% of that $28,000. So that's in the order of about $12,000 that owner's actually going to get back. Luke, good morning. We'll have a quick chat about those rates. That's good news as well. So new building depreciation, old building depreciation. The new building is hectic. You can get really, really good depreciation out of it, but even older buildings have a surprising amount of depreciation that you can claim. So good morning, Anma. So just remember, guys, if you are talking to friends or family, customers, anyone like that, remind them that they can claim depreciation on their investment property, that they are missing out on probably $50 a week up to $200 or $300 a week, depending on how new the property is and the value of the property as well. It's really, really important that your buddies claim that. And you know what? I think you can even claim up to 4 years back if you haven't claimed new building depreciation. So it's very, very interesting, guys. new building depreciation is the topic today. I'm going to put a link in of a typical schedule of new building depreciation that you can click on. Have a look at a typical building depreciation. And again, it's effectively like adding $50 a week or $250 a week on top of your rent. It is cash in your pocket. Make sure you're claiming new building depreciation. If you live in a property, you can't claim new building depreciation or old building depreciation, but if it's an investment property, you can claim it. And to do the right thing, you should get a depreciation schedule. People like BMT, Google it, BMT tax depreciation. They'll probably have a little video on there explaining exactly what it is as well. But this is something in our industry. We've got 1,500 landlords, and every single one of our landlords we urge to take out tax depreciation schedules and claim those. To take the schedule out doesn't actually mean that you're definitely going to get the depreciation. You actually have to flag it on an annual basis with your accountant that they do claim that depreciation on your behalf. But guys, it's money in your pocket. One of the guys in the office, he bought a brand new studio across the road from our office about 18 months ago. And I said to him, mate, have you claimed tax depreciation on your unit that you bought? He didn't even know what I was talking about. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, all you got to do is go to BMT tax depreciation, pay your $500 or $600. And I said, in year one, you're going to be able to claim on a studio. We worked out it was about $17,000 in year one. Of that, I think he was on a tax rate of about 35 cents in a dollar. So he'll get 35% back of about 15 grand. So he'll get a check back for an extra 5 grand for his studio apartment that was across the road this year. Next year, he'll get probably about 4.5 grand. The year after, about 4 grand. Believe it or not, guys, people completely forget about this depreciation, and it's nuts. So don't forget, and share this with your friends and family, and hopefully this can help them or tag them to make sure they got their tax depreciation and why. Another big topic, Angelo, good morning, Michael, good morning. Another big topic I want to chat with you about that Luke's brought up is rates. So it's been a big night last night. We saw all the media come out on the big four. So first of all, yesterday, the Reserve Bank 0.5% have reduced our rates. I think it could confuse some people. Have said that it's at 0.5. It's not. They've reduced it 0.5. So 0.5% rates on the Reserve Bankers have come down. Now it's up to the banks as to how much they would like to pass on. A bank can actually pass on the full amount, which is the 0.5%. I think on a typical loan, to give you an idea, 0.5% on $1 million loan is $5,000. On a $500,000 loan, I think it's $2,500 if my maths are correct, thinking out aloud. Now, I believe most of the big four have passed on. Some have only passed on 0.25, but most of the big banks, Big Four, have passed on 0.5. It is big news for the property market. It's basically, what I think it's done is it's galvanized us a little bit against hardship. So I think sentiment with property, with people, is really, really important to the Australian economy. Not as many people own stocks than own property. So it's really hitting people where it helps or where it hurts when these Reserve Bank rates go up or go down. So I think it's a strong message from our government, supporting our property market, supporting our sentiment, particularly against the bushfires and particularly against the coronavirus. So, and the stock market, I think that probably put the jitters a little bit in the government as well, to make sure they can actually galvanise that property market. So guys and girls, yes, the property market has done well the last 3 months, 6 months and 9 months, but I think you can be assured that with a 0.5% interest rate less, it's going to definitely kick along. And guys, don't forget, our interest rates are sitting at about 3%. Some people are doing 2.75%. When you swing 0.5%, that's almost a swing of, what's that, That's almost a swing of 20% in our rates. 20% in our rates. So people's average interest rate is going to change by about 20%. Is it time to spend up? I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Let's have a look here. Angelo's 0.25%, cash rate 0.75. That's right. No, Angelo, it was definitely 0.5% with the Reserve Bank yesterday, and definitely the majors majority of the majors passed on 0.5. I read up on it last night. RBA rate is now 0.5. Yes, okay, there you go. So that's what the RBA rates are actually sitting at now, 0.5%. It's big news, guys. So it's excellent for the property market. It's going to pump it. It's going to pump it. So guys, have a great day out there. And I'm going on a bicycle ride to support children, unfortunate children that don't have the nice things in life, like the basics in Thailand. It's an orphanage that I support, hands across the water, riding 100 kilometers a day for the next 5 days. Going to be leaving tomorrow with Michael Bergio and also Prav and Vala from our office. If anyone can give us any support, $20, $40, $50. I think Luke Moroney, you're going as well. So we'll probably see you there. And take care, guys. So the rate was wrong, says Luke Moroney. Okay, well, I'll fix that up. Which whatever that rate is. Oh, now it says I'm correct. Okay, Luke Moroney said Angelo's correct. All right then, great. So guys, those rates, 0.5% down. Tax depreciation, what we started talking about. Do not forget to claim tax depreciation every year on your secondhand property all the time. You can be missing out on thousands. It can add up to an extra $50 more in rent, or $200 more in rent, or more or less, but don't forget to claim that. Have a great day, guys. Hope we helped you out. Cheers, bye.